Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Here we go. 60-out roll.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. Check safety.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's got some space here. 38 yards on the scamper there. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check three, check three, check three. Kill, kill, kill.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Going deep to the end zone for Jude. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Rush in. Rush in.
A toss play, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Check out route.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
From the gun, Jackson. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Check nine. Switch.
Jackson now. Rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check, check. Lucky.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin, and he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. To throw is Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Bridgewater. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Final play and a half. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On first down, Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 22, Jackson on the catch. It's Crowder. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Jackson, steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Ready.
Now Ward on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Back. Under 10. 10. Take 4.
Here's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a time. Out here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Watch 32.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run it with Carson, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike 51. Here we go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high.
To throw is Ward. Throwing again. He's going to look deep from trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings us 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Break. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch. Hey, Echo. You better bring. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moore. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this out past the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Bryant. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away. And incomplete.
It's now third down.
Now the Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And again, it's Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Bridgewater now to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's our time.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for two. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check 52.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Bridgewater. Now and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on. Watch the air. Set it. Off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
It's 2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. Precious, especially within the division.